Highness, we have a situation.
Yes? What is it, Seneschal?
Princess, this human spy has infiltrated our kingdom.
You don't say.
Regrettably, we are unsure of who is at fault in this matter, but I assure you, an investigation has been launched to punish those responsible for this lack of security. This thing was likely on a scouting mission from the humans to find out our secrets. Silence! The princess shall suffer none of your lies. What in your eternal wisdom shall be the human sentence?
Well, there are several options. We could certainly have them killed for their crimes, but there are many ways to go about it. Do we eat them like our ancestors did? Squish them like a bug? Leave them to die in a cage by the border so the others may fear our wrath? Or perhaps something new?
So many wonderful options, Your Highness. What will your decision be?
I have made my decision. I decree that this human shall become my personal prisoner with the sole purpose of providing entertainment.
To show the humans their place. Glory to you, Your Highness. You always have the most wonderful ideas. I'm sure the entire court will agree. You will make a fine ruler one day.
Many thanks. Now I am tired of this. I will enjoy my new entertainment in my chambers. Continue the investigation into this incident. The king and queen will wish to know about this upon their return, and there had better be a good explanation ready for them. Well, now that's over with for the day. Well, look at you in there. You're cuter than I could have hoped. Oh, don't shy away from the bars. I'm not going to hurt you. Silly human. I don't want you to do anything besides enjoy yourself here. I can see you're a little confused. Let me explain, little thing. All that posing and posturing, it was all for the benefit of the court. You were never in any danger of being eaten or otherwise ended. Well, in that sense, you are here for my entertainment, but it's not like I expect you to do much. You just need to relax and delight in the many luxuries I will provide you. Here, in my kingdom, you will be my little pet. No more, no less. So, now that your little mind is at rest, tell me about yourself. Well, how did you come to be here? Surely you aren't a real spy. I know our guards, and they can be very dense. If you were a spy anywhere worth your salt, you wouldn't have been captured. Even if you were a spy, you'll never be leaving, so I could say anything to you and you couldn't do a thing about it. Oh dear, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you sad. Chin up, little thing. Tell me why you entered this kingdom. Exiled? What did you do to warrant that? Oh, my naughty little criminal. I hope you won't be a bad pet while you are with me. In truth, it matters not why you came here. What does is that you are my little human forever and ever. So, what was your life like before your exile? You won't have to worry about that anymore. I will be the best owner that you've ever had. Oh, not many humans tend to make their way into our kingdom for fear of being eaten, so I can't promise human companionship. But I will give you all the attention and enrichment you could ever want. Now, what do you like to do? I will try my best to procure that. In addition, I will read to you each night, exercise you regularly, dress you in the cutest little clothes, give you all the best food to eat, and even purchase fun toys to play with. I will provide you with enrichment like no master ever has. Oh, goodness, no. You'll not be living in a cage all your life. Perish the thought. You'll be living here. Behold, it's my precious dollhouse I've had since I was a young girl. I've kept it all this time, just hoping something like you would come into my life. Look, it's even got little plants and toy creatures to keep you company. I'll open it up so you can see inside, little thing. The size might not be perfectly 1-to-1, but I just had to guess. I've never seen a real human until today, and with you, the set is now complete. I'm so excited to show you around. Let's start here. Each room is uniquely decorated with its own style, so if you get bored of one room, you can just explore another. I've been working on this project since I was small. Well, still bigger than you, but you understand. I dreamed each night that I'd find just the right little pet to live in it and be my companion for life. Look here, the foyer. It has a tiny chandelier. You can pretend to greet your guests here. And then the living room, filled with teeny tiny furniture to lounge in. Oh, and the library. Most of the tomes are fake, but I managed to get some of your human books smuggled in. It wasn't complete without something authentically human. Now, the main bedroom. It has the most comfortable bed you could ever get. A minuscule mattress made with the softest fabric. Oh, and just off the bedroom is the closet. You'll find all sorts of clothes in there, from costumes to the latest fashions. Anything you could ever want to wear. Here, the dining room is all set up with human-sized dishes ready for your use. Oh, and the kitchen. The stove may not work, but you'll have all your meals prepared for you. It's just for the accuracy of the house. There are many other rooms, but I'll let you explore them on your own. Now, we will need to leave the house open. I can't have you doing anything unsupervised. You'll get used to it. All pets get used to their masters after a while. Ooh, I'm just so happy that you're here. I finally have my perfect promised pet. I'm sure my parents will like you as well. They are away so often, so I do have things to do to keep the kingdom running, but while I work, perhaps I can keep you in a cage in the throne room. This will keep up the silly illusion that you are my prisoner. Speaking of, what talents do you have? It's okay if you don't have any. I can train you. I've trained all the pets I've ever had to do amazing things. I would introduce you to some of them, but keeping you in your house in the cage is for your own well-being. You're liable to get hurt or eaten if not in those places. Oh, shh. Don't worry. You'll never have to worry about anything ever again. I'll be the best owner anyone has ever been. Oh, I'm so excited. We'll be happy forever, little thing. You just wait. So this is where she keeps it. Little human, where are you? I know you're in there. My daughter talks my ears off about you. Oh, are you shy? A bit bashful. Understandable for such a tiny thing. Maybe you're lost in my daughter's big dollhouse. It must be so scary for a little thing like you. Come out. I won't bite. Oh, not even for a little treat? Really now. It's important that you show yourself. I'm politely asking to see you after all. I am your owner's mother. It's only right that you heed my words. You know, you're being a very bad pet. And you don't want to know what I do to bad pets. Come out immediately. Don't make me waste my time on your pathetic life. You've made your choice, then. You've come to your senses, little speck. But be warned, I am no one to trifle with. My castle is dangerous. Oh, you think my daughter can protect you? My foolish human, you seem to be suffering under the illusion that my daughter holds any power here. And perhaps she does, over the meek, powerless rebel. But her influence is nothing compared to mine. She can do nothing against the Queen of the Giants. Now, let's take a look at you. Relax. I see to it that my daughter only keeps acceptable pets. I must be a responsible mother, mustn't I? Quite a bit smaller than I expected. Didn't humans used to be bigger? Or are you just odd for your species? That's fine, then. Now, about your history. I overheard my daughter refer to you as her little criminal. So, exile, tell me what you've done, then. No. You must take responsibility for your actions. I cannot stand when a pet will not own up to what they've done. If they can't accept that they did something wrong and instead put blame on others, then they are undeniably a bad pet, and I have no patience for bad pets. Very good, then. I'm glad you're making good decisions now. So, did you have a master in your last kingdom? Were you good to them? An employer? Close enough. What did you do for them, little speck? It seems to me that you simply followed any order you were given, no matter how illegal. No need to apologize, foolish human. I like that. You see, sometimes a master needs to give orders that the pet may not understand. I value those who can follow my orders without question. Then again, it is interesting when pets fight back. It gives me the chance to practice my training techniques. Nevertheless, devotion is something I always seek in a pet. You should definitely continue demonstrating that for my daughter. Or else. Or else what? Well, my little speck, my daughter must have told you about her previous pets, the training she did with them, how they've all learned fabulous tricks and all that. However, my little princess always eventually hit a wall with her efforts, and I've needed to step in. I require all my pets to obey immediately. And if they do not, well, my methods of punishment have favorable outcomes one way or another. I'm afraid my daughter is a bit too soft in her training efforts, so she's never able to replicate my results. Oh, she may not like my system of discipline, but it is undeniably effective. Well, it seems that you may require some of my teachings. And who knows, you may even enjoy it. Already begging for mercy. How did you know that's my favorite sound, little speck? Oh, you're simply adorable. Your tears delight me. On your knees now as well? You're doing every trick in the submissive book. I suppose if you're going to go that far, you might as well show me just how obedient you can be. Come over to the edge of the table. Good. Now sit. Now, look at me, little speck. There we go. Right in the eyes. Tell me who you belong to. Who you really belong to. How delicious. Well, well, well. It seems you've charmed me, foolish human. I wonder if I should keep you for myself, of course. What do you think, little speck? How about you come and live in my chambers? If you keep pleasing me, I could certainly find it in my heart to reward you. I assure you, if you show your obedience to me, I can procure you excellent amenities. Think of it. Real human clothes instead of stiff, dull ones. An authentic bed. Tomes from around your human kingdom to keep you entertained for hours upon hours. You can truly live a life of luxury, pet. Unsure of your decision? Interesting. I encourage you to make the correct choice quickly, little speck. Punishment awaits naughty little criminals, after all. Mother, what are you doing with my human? I'm just getting to know my daughter's new pet. There's nothing wrong with that. I heard some of what you said to my little thing. How dare you take away the pet that is mine? You forget your place, my dearest. In this kingdom, everything belongs to me. But I deserve to have something of my own. It is only a few years before I become the rightful ruler. But not yet you're not. I just want to prove to you that I can take care of something. My child, I simply worry as your mother. You're always so soft on your pets. It's natural for me to step in every once in a while. I never wanted you to step in. You made all my pets into dead-eyed automatons. Good pets must learn to behave. I don't want you to have anything to do with my human, so back off, Mother. Oh, you are an impertinent child, no matter how old you get. You never learn to share. It is my human. In my kingdom. You had no right to claim it. But... This just isn't fair. I don't get anything that I want.
What in my good kingdom is all this commotion?
My love, our daughter is merely having a tantrum over her pets again. Mom is trying to take away my human.
All right, let me get this straight. Who had the thing first?
I did. The human was brought to me, and I made the decision to keep it. You know how she treats her pets, my dear. I thought it would be nice if I stepped in and made sure it's behaving for her. But she said she's going to take it away from me. As is my right.
See here, this is ridiculous. A single human is such a trivial thing to fight over. If you two can't come to some sort of agreement of what to do with the human, I will eat it. Understand?
Father, no! You mustn't.
Well then, come up with a solution.
I suppose we can split the days. Or perhaps you get the human during the days, and I get it during the nights. But the human just sleeps during the night. Fine. Deal.
At least you two can agree on something. Poor little pet, stuck between my harsh wife and my foolish daughter.
Wake up, little speck. There you are, obedient as always. I do enjoy that even your subconscious follows my orders without question. That is good. Very good. You did such a fantastic job last night. You followed my orders to the letter. You didn't require any punishments. You made me very happy. And then you slept so sweetly for me all through the night. I take it you're enjoying your authentic human bed. That style of mattress is meant for royalty, so it pleases me that your body appreciates it. I'm honestly surprised. You've lasted longer than I thought you would. Well, the dawn is breaking, and we must prepare you for my daughter. You need a bath. Here, we've smuggled in new clothes for you. Should be better than those stiff doll outfits my daughter has you wearing. Now, how should we bathe you? I do have another teacup somewhere around here. I brought you a sliver of my soap. Now, let's fill up this cup for my tea leaves, and this one for your bath. Strip, human. Don't waste time. Huh. Why, after last night, are you choosing to ignore my orders now? Oh, you humans with your need for privacy. My previous pets never required such things. But I suppose I'll just have to get used to this. Here, I've placed your cup behind the kettle. Now you may bathe in peace. But be warned, any attempts at escape will result in great punishments, perhaps even by the king himself. He may have left for morning duties, but there are many guards, and I am not easily passed either. I hope you don't think each night will be as easy as these have been. I've only just begun to think up new ways to train you, new games to try, new orders to give you. This agreement is simply divine. I enjoy you in the evenings. My daughter gets you during the days when I'm working. It's perfect. But now, I do have to prepare for the day. It seems we're still working on that trade deal with the Goblin Dominion. The king is surely focusing on that today. And reports of giant hunters near the border grow ever more concerning. And the public opinion rankings of my daughter are in. It seems the people have great trust in her to rule the kingdom one day. Well, I will admit that she does have potential, but she must toughen up if she wants to survive the position. Make no mistake, I do love her with all my heart, and will be glad to abdicate my position when the time comes. But there are still a few things I need to teach her. I look forward to my retirement, especially being able to spend more time with my pets. For now, though, I have many tasks to attend to. Mother, may I enter? Yes, my daughter. Is the human? Yes, the human is still in one piece. It's over there. Oh, good. Oh, dear. It's not dressed. My little daughter. Enjoy these moments with the human before responsibility calls. See you this evening, little speck. Take a moment to dry off and get dressed. I'll just look the other way. Ready? All right, let's go back to my room. There you go, back in your dollhouse, little thing. Oh, I'm so happy to have you again. Well, I think since you've had a bath, it's time to get you looking presentable. Now, where did my miniature hairbrush go? Ah, there it is. I'll be as gentle as possible, little thing. How did you fare during the night? Was my mother harsh with you? I hope she wasn't as severe as she usually is with her pets. Oh, I'm so glad. I think this may all be working out. Well, you look nice. You're welcome. All right, now that's done. What should we do? We could take a stroll around the garden. We could observe the court, though you'd have to be in your cage for that. Or... Wait, I know. I should read you a story. It's a wonderful fairy tale that my mother always used to read to me. Grab some of your pillows and get comfortable. Here we are, the Shrunken Maiden and her prince. Are you comfortable? Good. Let's start the story. Once upon a time, there lived a maiden. While she was neither rich nor powerful, she was the most beautiful person in the kingdom, there was no doubt. Even her internal beauty shone, though her outer beauty was nothing to sneeze at. However, her stunning visage caused many to become jealous of her, and some sought to do her harm. One such rival even engaged a witch to shrink our poor maiden down to human size. This was unfortunately successful. Through this, the foe was easily able to capture her and trap her inside the lair of a fearsome dragon from which she could never escape. Rumors of the imprisoned beauty spread, and many attempted to rescue her. Representatives from every kingdom made the attempt, but none were successful. A group of goblin warriors became nothing but piles of ash. A human adventuring party turned tail and ran from the danger. There was nothing found of the ogre knight that undertook the rescue. However, the prince of the giant kingdom was not deterred, for he had seen the maiden from afar once before and heard tell of her kindness, so he was determined to rescue her. With his fighting prowess, he was able to overcome the dragon and its fire. He broke open the cage with a deft and delicate hand and brought the maiden back to her kingdom. Unfortunately, the witch who cast the shrinking spell was long gone, and there was none that could bring her back to her normal size. Regardless, the prince was in love with the maiden and asked her to be his. She agreed, and they married that day. They lived happily ever after. Ooh, wasn't that a wonderful story? It was always my favorite as a child, and I wish to share that magic with you. Though it makes me wonder. Oh, nothing. I mean, it's just a story, isn't it? People aren't really like that. I suppose I'm asking, would you still have me as your master if our roles were reversed? If I was small and you were normal size? Would you still like me? You do not need to say anything, human. It was just a thought. Enter.
Princess, your presence is required at the court. There are many nobles gathered there with requests.
Oh, I suppose I must go, little thing. I will return as soon as possible.
Human, I would very much advise you not to speak for the next few minutes, and then now would be a good time to bow. Your Majesty, the human is here.
Very good. You may leave. So, I see you're still in one piece. Quite an achievement for someone in your situation. Good. You know not to speak. You're very wise for a human. Still, there's only so much one can take. I mean, being stuck between two forces like my wife and my daughter. You must feel so ashamed and degraded by their actions. Being their pet is no easy life. Which is why I'm offering you your freedom. You will be released into another human kingdom, with enough gold to live out the rest of your life in luxury. Now, your escape does not come for free. There's a task you must carry out first. Now, this task is very delicate. You see, there's a trade deal I must broker with the Goblin Dominion. However, they desire to include another kingdom in the deal, one in which I wish to wage war against. If we attack them without a good reason, the Dominion will never trade with us. However, if we had some plausible reason to seek revenge, we could have the deal and perhaps their military support in the war. That's where you come in. This is a slow-acting poison. Even in small amounts, it is strong enough to take down anything, including a giant. Oh, you've likely guessed what I'm hinting at by now. It will be as simple as slipping it into a drink, and you'll need to target one of them. No need to fear. No one will suspect you, least of all my wife or daughter. After all, you're nothing but a pet in their eyes. You have one day to accomplish this. Your freedom awaits, human.
I brought back some tea if you wish to drink some. We can share the cup. I apologize for not greeting you cheerfully. This day has been a complete mess. I just wish to relax. I'm really very sorry. I'm in no fit state to entertain you this evening. Thank you for understanding, little thing. Even on days like this, I know I have a great deal to be thankful for. Good company, good tea. The only thing I wish for now, to be honest, is to spend some time holding you. You'd like that as well? Then let me pick you up and carry you to my bed. If it's all right, perhaps I could stroke your hair? Very well. It would not bore you if I spoke of my troubles? You are very kind. Well, I suppose it started right from the moment I greeted the court this morning. I was in such a rush I forgot to bring you along. My mother was dealing with other matters, and I did not know where my father was, so I was to deal with the noble's inquiries alone. Usually they're no trouble, but today something was different. They must have forgotten that I am to take the throne in a few years' time. It began with them ordering me about, and as well as just generally being rude, they were telling me to pass laws that were clearly meant to only increase their wealth. Then they had the gall to expect me to humor their attempts at courting. I know! To show such disrespect and then expect me to show them affection? Insanity! I suppose they've always been like this, though. Even when I was a child, I could tell they only wanted favors from me. There was nobody I could truly befriend, so I ended up spending most of my time alone with my dolls, making up stories and wishing for companionship. At least I had books to read about other creatures, like humans. I just wish I wasn't so alone, even now. I'm glad you understand me. I've never really had someone to talk to before. I'm so glad I have a friend, a pet to speak to. Come in. There you are, my daughter. Greetings, Mother. My dear, has something upset you? Your eyes are red. Oh, it's nothing. It's not the court, is it? Sweetheart, you must remind those worms of their place. They are not allowed to simply walk all over you. I know, Mother, but it's just so difficult sometimes. I understand. You've a soft heart. That's why the people love you. Strength is something you must practice. I will help you with that. Have no fear. You will be prepared. Thank you, Mother. Would you like to hold on to the human tonight? You seem to need the company. No, I'll be fine. We must keep things fair after all. Right. Thank you, my child. I have a task for you tonight to prove your dedication. A lord recently gifted us with a small blend of spices. However, I greatly dislike one in the mix, and I need you to separate them out. Since they are the size of small rocks for you, it should be no trouble. My, you are fast. You are taking this very seriously. Continue working as you should, and you may be rewarded. You'll be a wonderful subject for my daughter to practice with, but I may need you to pretend to be a little more uncooperative. Can you do that for me, little speck? I trust that you'll do what you must. My poor princess. She is too pure for this world, but I'm not able to protect her all the time, and my husband is always working late. She's had to be strong. We both have. It's none of your concern. You. Speak out of turn. No. Stop what you are doing. You will be punished for your insolence. Put that down and come here. Get in the cage. Now. Now let's set you down somewhere nice. Perhaps close to the fire. Perhaps a little too close. I can see from here that you're sweating. Regretting your actions yet, little human? You know, you got yourself into this. You could have had an easy night, but you just had to stick your nose in where it didn't belong. So many questions, even in this state? Little speck, this is how I need to be. I cannot be weak. I must show my dominance over everything and everyone, or people will come after those I love. When I was a small and weak child, the enemy soldiers came for my family. I was not able to stand up and defend my loved ones. I was left with nothing until I decided to fight my way up. I caught the eye of the king, married him, and with that power thought nothing may hurt me again. Then I had my daughter. That's when I realized I would always have something I would need to fight for and protect. There would never be a moment where I could show weakness. I could never show weakness. I'm so sorry, human. Let me get you away from the fire. Get you out of there? Are you all right? Here, have some of my cool water. Drink up. You ask if I'm okay? That is not an easy question to answer. Are you finished with the water? I might have some. Done? Good. Well, I suppose I should let you sleep. Forget about the spices for tonight. I'd thank you for listening, but you had to anyway.
Human, wake up. It's time to see the king.
Ah, human. Good to see you. I see you're still alive. Now I must know, who did you end up giving the poison to? You didn't use it? Not a drop. Why? Did you not have a chance? You had freedom within your grasp. but let it slip through your fingers due to foolish human emotions. Is this really how you want to die, human? I cannot let you live now that you know my plans. Do you need another opportunity to carry out my orders? So, still unwilling. Very well, you made your decision then. You're of no use to me. Drink it. Drink the poison. Foolish human? That's not poison, it's merely plain water. Come on, laugh. It's funny! I'll lighten up, human. It was simply a test. Yes, a test. To prove your loyalty to my wife and daughter. You see, I knew they were becoming a bit too obsessed with you, and I wanted to make sure they were not in any danger. There have been reports of giant hunters near our borders, you know. I can't be too careful. I admit, with my duties I cannot keep my lovely wife and daughter company like they deserve. But you are the perfect companion. You are loyal, obedient, and honorable. I thank you, human. But you shall have more than my words. I can grant you great boons to make your life here more comfortable. Though, before you ask, no, unfortunately I cannot offer you your freedom. It would break their hearts. But there will never be anything for you to worry about ever again. Take some time to get used to your position. For now it is dawn, and my dears will be awaking soon. Seneschal?
Yes, your majesty?
Take the human to my daughter's chambers, and from now on, they will be given all the privileges and respect of an honored guest.
At once, sir. You've certainly come a long way. Exiled human, royal pet, and now honored guest. Oh yes, I was well aware of the true purpose of the plot the whole time. While I am loyal to the king, I would never betray the safety of the princess or queen. His Majesty knows this, thus how I achieved a high standing in this household. I hope this does not seem odd, but I'd like to consider you a friend. I know I spoke rudely to you in the past, but now that I know of your virtues, I'm sure we can be excellent companions. I'll simply just set you here on Her Highness's desk and then... Oh, goodness. I don't feel well. Get help.
Ooh, I tell ya, you think you're fit until you spend time climbing giant furniture. Oh, hello there, fellow human. Me? Well, I'm a giant hunter. A very effective one, as you can see. Now, my questions to you are, who are you and how are you still alive? An exiled criminal turned giantess companion? What a strange journey you've been on, my friend. Ah, strange indeed. Welp, enough questions. I think it's time for me to continue my quest. Oh? Exactly. I'm here to take down the great evil and start the downfall of the giants. And don't worry, friend. If you help me complete my mission, I'm sure you'll be pardoned for your efforts. Oh, don't worry. I have a plan. Check this out. Okay. Ha ha! See this? This poison right here is strong enough to take down a giant. All I have to do is coat my blade, like so, prick the target, and we're in business. Why? Why not? It worked on this guy, didn't it? Now, let's see. We got what seems to be a princess here. Why don't we continue with her? Then we can move on to the king and queen. And before you know it, boom! You'll be home safe. Now, let's go. Hey, what are you grabbing me for? Do you want to do the honors? No? Then what's the problem? Wait a minute. Are you under a spell? Oh, those sneaky giants! I didn't know they had magic like that. Ugh! Curse those freaks! Don't worry, my friend. I'll figure something out. Oh, don't give me that dung. They're better than you think. Oh, come on! If you're going to stand in my way, I'll just have to take you down first. This poison works just as well on humans. Yeah!
Huh? What's going on? Seneschal? Seneschal? He's dead. Human, hang on, I'm coming. What? Why should I stay back? Poison? Oh dear.
You'd protect a giant?
What is this?
Human!
Fall, traitor!
No! I've got you. Don't worry. He won't hurt you.
You fool! You ruined everything! Take this!
Daughter! Human, are you all right?
You kill a loyal friend of the crown. You attack our honored guest, and you attempt to kill my daughter. You shall pay greatly, scum. You are correct, human. I believe my wife is uniquely capable of punishing this criminal. Darling, would you like to handle this?
With pleasure.
What is she going to do?
You'll see. You'll rue the day you ever stepped foot in our kingdom.
Let me go, you silly woman!
It seems I have more to thank you for. If it's in my power, I will grant you anything you wish, including your freedom. You still don't desire your freedom? Then what could you possibly want? I suppose I can't argue with that logic. Honored guest, you have shown great bravery and loyalty today. You have proven that you are far more worthy than any member of the royal court. I wish to offer, well...
Will you marry me?